Maple Namu. Hello and welcome back, or for the first time, to the Maple Namu Podcast. My name is Chris, and today we have a bit of a lighter one. I am going to talk about some of the weird interactions that I've had at gas stations. I don't know why, but it tends to be pretty interesting. Whenever I go to one that has people, interesting things happen. And you might remember how in a previous episode I talked about the lady that asked, "How did you get here?" And I said, "In my car," and she thought I was stupid for my answer, and I thought she was dumb for asking a dumb question. But I've had other experiences, and some of them were much better than that. I didn't leave the gas station feeling stupid. So that's a good thing. One of them was in Daejeon again. I used to fill up my car on the way home from work every now and then. And whenever I went to this gas station, I would see this guy and he would say hello and we'd have a little bit of a chat about the weather or about something else. And he would always show up with a bottle of water, and he was just really funny. I think he might have been a businessman and he retired and he was just working at this gas station. I'm not sure. His English wasn't amazing, but neither was my Korean, so we were able to meet in the middle. His daughter was living abroad or wanted to live abroad, I think, and he really just wanted someone to talk to, and that was me. Whenever I went and got gas, I would actually go to that gas station on purpose because, why not support the people that are nice? So, interesting. Another time, when we were going to get seawater, check out that story if you haven't. The title is How I Learned the Word Maltong. There was another gas station guy. We went to get gas from there. It was a full-service one. It wasn't a self-service one. So I drove up and I'm like, "Please fill up the tank." And he did, and then he just he was a bit confused. Well, okay, why? And then he asked me if I was Korean. Apparently, my pronunciation or the way I asked the question was so perfect that he thought I was Korean. I don't know why. If you look at me, I don't look Korean, but apparently I sounded enough Korean for him that he had to ask. So I was a bit confused too, but I will take it as a pretty good compliment for my Korean ability. Who knew? Yeah, that was nice. It wasn't a fake, like, "Oh, you speak Korean so well." It was like, "Are you really Korean?" Huh. Thanks, guy. And then my last little story about a gas station was when we were in Hapcheon, which is where my in-laws live. We were in Hapcheon, and we just stopped off the main road. There's the main highway. We got off the main highway just to this random gas station in the middle of nowhere. And this lady started talking to me and my wife. Now, if you've lived in Korea a while as a foreigner, things can go either way. It can either be a really good interaction when someone starts talking to you, or it can be a little bit scary. You never know. There are a lot of people that will say hello or try and use whatever English they have, and it can be, I guess, aggressive is a good way of putting it. It makes you feel a little bit scared, like you understand that they're just trying to talk to you or trying to use some language that they have, but it can come across as really forceful or strange because it's a weird situation to be in. You know that they wouldn't be talking like this to another Korean, but it's okay because you're not a Korean. It's hard to explain. But anyway, she started talking to both of us, and it turned out it was in a good way. Apparently, both of her sons had lived in Canada for a couple years. Both of them. So here we are in the middle of nowhere in Hapchun, which if you know anything about that, you know it's mostly countryside. We've been in Hapchun. This lady had both sons that have been to Canada, and she was talking to me about it. Who knew? It's just really interesting way to make a connection. Going to a gas station, making friends. Who knew? Huh. Who knew something as simple as getting gas could be so rewarding in such a way that you can have a conversation, make a connection with someone? It was pretty nice. Anyways, that's it for today. It was a bit of a short one. If you enjoyed it, let me know. If you didn't enjoy it, let me know. And have a great day.